This is Game Time Sports and Training coming at you with Coach Drew Massey and Sport Performance Coach Kyle Gaines. We're going to talk to you a little bit about thoracic mobility. So Coach Kyle's a big, thick guy, football player, still plays in semi-professional level, and you can tell through his thickness and through what he has to do to be a football player, he can get really tight up through the shoulders and through this thoracic spine right here, which is your upper back. So this is an exercise that we can teach him to regain a little bit about thoracic spine mobility, because we want movement from the spine in the thoracic region versus the lumbar region. We actually want the lumbar region to stay very still and stable while you can rotate on your thoracic spine and the vertebrae through that. So we're going to kind of walk through. It's called a quadruped T-spine extension rotation. And what we're going to do is get Coach Kyle to come in. We're going to make sure that those toes are pulled up underneath him, so he's in the balls of his feet. We're in a nice knee position here, and I'm going to get Coach Kyle to kind of push back into his heels. What this is going to do is this is going to lock out that lumbar spine. We want to keep a nice neutral region. We're going to tuck our chin so that we're nice and tall through from the ear all the way through the hip. Then I'm going to get Coach Kyle to take his hand and place on the back of his head. He's not cranking down on his cervical spine. Basically, he's just applying light pressure with his fingertips. So again, toes pulled up underneath us, our hips are back, so our lumbar spine is locked out. Coach Kyle's going to take this hand and kind of dial it into the table, get this shoulder away from his ear, and now he's going to thread the needle. So he's going to take his elbow and he's going to rotate through that wrist and knee, and then as he comes up, he's going to open up that big chest and rib cage and try to get that elbow pointed towards the ceiling. He's going to come in underneath. Another cue for anybody that tries this out is as you thread the needle, when you come up and you rotate so that that elbow points high, is you push away from the table. So that gives him a little bit more range of motion here. So you want to do this for 5 or 6, maybe 7, 8 reps before you start to do anything from the upper body, especially if you're going to get into any kind of bench press technique or any kind of overhead pressing technique. You want to do both sides, obviously, but if one side's a little bit tighter than the other, then you want to double those reps on that side. So Coach Kyle's got some more work to do, but we'll see you next time. Game Time Sports and Training.